I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to talk about the Vineyard. That just wrapped up, and that was a 4-issue miniseries from Aftershock Comics. My buddy, our pal Brian Hotkins wrote it, and Sammy Cavella did the art. And Jason Wardy and Taylor Esposito was involved as well. I'm not 100% sure how. Okay. They did the coloring and the lettering. But just a quick recap for those of you who aren't familiar with the story of the Vineyard. It is that a family owns this. Can you guess what they own? A vineyard, a vineyard.
What?
Wow. And they have very delicious, great, fantastic wine. And the reason that they do have that is because they make ritual sacrifices to the god Dionysus, who is the god of wine. And in the story, the patriarch of the family is very much like gung-ho and like, we serve Dionysus? Dionysus? Am I saying it wrong?
Dionysus is correct.
Dionysus. Okay.
Yeah.
We serve Dionysus. It doesn't matter who we have, what we have to do. We do it because we have made this pledge to this god. We're going to stick through to it. He's going to follow up on his end of the deal. And that's all that we have to do. And you can see that before I get there, where the story picks up is the father is in a wheelchair from an accident that happened. And so he's no longer able to do the harvesting of the sacrifices, let's say. So the responsibility falls on the shoulders of the oldest son. And this story is very much watching him fall to the dark side and just being seduced by Dionysus and seduced by like his blessings. And like, it's almost like kind of like alcoholism. What I imagine that to be like, of just like, I love this. I love this. I love this. I can't live without this. I need this. It's give me your nectar. I love this nectar. And then it ultimately corrodes you, but I'm
also going to go out on a limb and say it's probably not hard to succumb to Dionysus.
No, because I'll try to find some in this. But one thing that happens while he's making these sacrifices and praying is that like these figures come up out of the ground that are like,
little sisters.
Sure, is that? Am I missing
like the boogeyman?
Yeah, that's
it. The boogeyman, little sisters, wow. But it's wine.
It's wine sisters. I got nothing. But yeah, man, it was. When it finished, it was. Brian has this wonderful excerpt in the back that was what like the comic was about, and just kind of like talking about the process and all that stuff. And so I read it, and it did such a good job of like summing up what it was about and talking about how this idea of what's important to a family and why is it important to a family, and how long and what is the balance between the importance of our religious obligations, our social obligations, whatever they are, how important are those if our family structures are decaying, if we hate each other, does it really matter if we're being financially or business-wise successful if none of us can even get along with each other,
Yeah.